Imagine being put on trial, not for theft, not for murder, not for treason, but for asking too many questions. 2,400 years ago, one man stood before a jury of 500 fellow citizens, charged with corrupting the youth and disrespecting the gods. His crime? Teaching people how to think. This is the story of Socrates, the man who dared to challenge society and paid for it with his life. And thanks to his student Plato, we have a front row seat to one of history's most shocking trials. The Apology. Socrates was not your typical philosopher. He never wrote anything down. He never started a school, and he definitely didn't walk around in fancy robes like a celebrity intellectual. Instead, he wandered the streets of Athens, asking questions that made people uncomfortable. He questioned politicians who thought they were wise, but weren't. He exposed priests who preached virtue, but didn't live by it. And he absolutely wrecked rich elites who pretended to understand justice, but had no clue. Socrates had one mission, to find true wisdom. But here's the catch. The more people he questioned, the more he realized nobody actually knew anything. Now, you'd think people would be grateful for a guy like Socrates, someone exposing liars, frauds, and hypocrites. But nope. His relentless questioning made him dangerous, especially in a city recovering from war, instability, and political chaos. So they came up with an excuse. Socrates corrupts the youth. Socrates disrespects the gods. Translation? Socrates is making people think for themselves, and we can't have that. So they dragged him to trial, and in one of history's most famous defenses, Socrates did the unthinkable. He didn't beg for his life. He didn't apologize. He dismantled his accusers in front of everyone. Socrates steps up and delivers a defense so sharp, so brutally honest, that even today it's considered one of the greatest speeches in history. Here's how it went down. Charge 1: Socrates corrupts the youth. Socrates' response: if questioning things corrupts people, then ignorance must be the real crime. Socrates disrespects the gods. Socrates' response: funny how the Oracle of Delphi literally called me the wisest man in Athens. And then he drops this bombshell. I am not wise. I just know that I know nothing. But the people who think they know everything, they are the real fools. The jury wasn't amused. After all, nobody likes being told they're stupid. So they voted guilty, and Socrates was given a choice: pay a fine and stay quiet forever, or drink poison and die. He chose death. He believed it was better to die standing by the truth than to live in fear. And so, surrounded by his students, he calmly drank the poison. And with his last breath, he reminded them, death is not the worst thing, but betraying yourself is. And here's the thing. This isn't just an ancient story. It's happening right now. Socrates was silenced because he asked too many questions. Today, people get canceled for questioning authority. Whistleblowers get punished for exposing corruption. Thinkers get banned for challenging mainstream narratives. Socrates' death wasn't just about Athens. It was about what happens whenever society fears free thought. And the real tragedy? People still choose ignorance over truth. So think of it this way. Socrates left us with a challenge. He dared us to think, to never accept things blindly, to question everything, even when it makes people uncomfortable. Because the second we stop questioning, we stop being free. So next time someone tells you to shut up and stop asking questions, remember Socrates and ask the question anyway. Stay curious, stay questioning, stay free. We're a new channel, so if this video made you think, do me a favor and hit like or subscribe. It means the world. And tell me in the comments, what's one forbidden question you think people are too scared to ask today?